Hello, Swivel Heads. It's Greg Allison coming to you on Friday night, the 11th of June, 2020. I think it's 11th June. Indeed, Friday. Let me stop this other video here. There we go. Time on deck is 20:0100 hours Central Daylight Time. And we'll make this a brief video tonight because, guys, I got hit sick. I got a farmer's market tomorrow. I got to get up really early. So a lot of stuff going on. Our world's going crazy as normal. As many of you know, why not say Swivel Heads if you've not subscribed to any of my videos before. If this is your first time in my channel, it's because I tell my followers you need to keep your eyes wide open and head on the swivel, because this is a proposition, this channel. If you survive, thrive, and stay out of the hive. And on those courses, I bring you a lot of videos about what's going on in the world, and I also bring you videos about how to grow your own food. I bring you videos about how to eat free from the weeds and trees. But I also carry things like specials from prepwithgreg.com. And I do talk about, hey, I suggest you grow your own garden. Right now is the time to plant seeds for growing your own garden. So please check out my links in many of my videos. Probably not this one. I probably won't post anything or not. Most of my videos I upload have links to True Leaf Market. Check that out. That'll help me and help you too, because they have non-GMO seeds, and they are, hey, they're reliable. They guarantee them. They have excellent sprouting rates, far better than most. Almost everything sprouts from these seeds. They're just wonder seeds. They're non-GMO. There are heirloom seeds. You can plant them and get the same plants back. There you go. So check out my links to True Leaf Market. And for prepping supplies, go to prepwithgreg.com. Specials there. So all right, enough of all that said. Wonder how everybody's doing tonight. So furthermore, we do these videos as kind of a chat session, just where people can chat with each other and chat with me and ask me questions about what's going on. It's kind of the end of the week, and I've not been as regular with Friday Night Friday since Friday video since I started the farmers market, because it's kind of hard for me to get in here and do this video before I go to the farmers market. But we're gonna give it a shot tonight. We're gonna have to make it shorter though, so we'll cut off in about an hour. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. I see a lot of people are starting to join now, and we'll go over a few things. What's going on in the world? I haven't seen any questions yet, so we'll talk about a few things. Many of you know I just did this video with my friend, who I'll see tomorrow, Jesse, with DSR Farms. There he is, my friend Jesse. He's check this video out if you've not watched it already. He is quite a farmer, growing grass-fed beef, pork, chicken, eggs, and rabbits, and he sells that stuff at the farmers market I go to. So I will see him tomorrow. And he's decided to shut his business down. He's just not, he's not making money. He's in kind of a pickle there, and so he's going to close it down. It's kind of sad to see that. But I've been telling you guys for a long time, food prices are going to go up, and it's things like this that's going to cause food prices to go up because there's less and less farmers available. Now he does sell the higher end stuff, of course, but this means you're going to be more and more having to accept the other junk that's out there, or the ones that's left in this will be, look, part of why it's closing down is just his costs are too high. Operating costs are high, feed costs are high. Right now we're seeing an inflationary period, and it's hard to, bring your prices up when corporate farms are pushing you down. And you can say all day long, hey, well, we should have, corporate farms ought to do this or that or the other, to make it fair. They're not going to do that. They're going to drive you out of business. That's their objective, is to get more market share. So they like it when the small farmers shut down. And that's a sad fact. That's why I always tell you guys to buy local. Buy from your local farmers. Spend your dollars locally, even for artisan and tradesmen. And if you need to get your electrical systems, plumbing, HVAC, go to mom and pop shops as much as possible. You tend to get a lot better service, and usually a lot less money than going to the big shops. The ones that got the big banner ads, they're going to send kids out most of the time to do your work. But they've passed all the certifications as a company, so they can handle the overhead costs better. The small guys are getting run out of business for the word of safety. That's a big sham. That is a huge sham. Now, I do say that, you need to interview whoever you hire to come out and make sure you know who you're getting. But, it's good and bad in anything, but I have found in general the smaller operators gave me the best service and the best deals, and are more reliable and far more affordable. But times are changing. So We're going to talk about a few other things here. We'll talk about space weather and feel, hey, let's see who's got in the room today. Now we're filling. I've got 19 people in the room. See Randy Cummins, Paul Babola, Rain Atlanta, how you doing? Robert Preston. And let's see, we got, how did they end up here? Big farms ended up buying massive amounts of homes. Yeah, there you go. You're right. Hey, Brandon Robinson, glad to see you in that room. Arnie Petrie, hello from UK. Well, good to see you from the UK. That's what we get people from all over. One of these days we will see grass-fed human meat. You know, maybe why they want everybody to be vegan. New days, old ways from Maine. Good to see you here. Yeah, we're going to keep this short tonight, guys. Let's see. We're not going to go so long because I got to watch that heat stroke. Yeah, you better watch it. You boy get heat stroke this season. I don't have heat stroke. It's not now. I had heat exhaustion the summer I came back from Alaska, though, just driving my pickup truck. Because, you know, I was not reacclimated to the place I grew up. Acclimated to Alaska real rapidly, but not back to Alabama where I was born. You know, I'm a Nordic body type. I was made for the cold weather, not this weather down here. It's hard to get used to this weather. Once you do, and I'm acclimated to it now, but if I went back up north and lived for 2 years, I wouldn't come all the way back to Alabama. I know better than that. It'd kill me for a summer. I'd have to go somewhere in between, like maybe Colorado. See, Wise Al, Colorado Jam. Good to see all y'all in the house. So, yeah, we got to watch these things. Speaking of weather and space weather, see J.L. Smiley, hello from Florida. Yeah, it's hot down in Florida. At least sometimes the ocean helps moderate that. So, I'll tell you what we're going to do. You know what? I keep forgetting sometimes I'm not sharing stuff. I'm talking about things and just realizing I'm really not sharing. And I just wiped out all the windows I had open. Holy guacamole smoke moly. That's rough. I had several windows open, and I think I just wiped them all out. Ah, good grief. Good grief. Holy guacamole smoke moly. Oh, well, I was going to show you some other stuff. I was going to show you this other video. Well, all right, never mind that. I'll go back to it in a minute. Oh, matter of fact, I wiped out my chat session here. Yikes. I just closed the whole Google down. All right, let me click live here where I can see the chat room, guys. I meant just to minimize it, and I killed it instead. So hang on. Hopefully we're still here. There we go. It's muted. That's good. Yeah, all right, we got 21 in the room. Sorry about that, guys. Didn't mean to wipe everything out. Hey, it's Friday night, and I'm fried. So, you know, it's been a long week, a little sleep. So that happens. Trying to get another vehicle to replace my wrecked van. I've been doing a little vehicle shopping. It's, you know, it's kind of frustrating. It's just not going as smooth as I'd hoped. But it is what it is. And the problem is I still have a day job. It's just hard to get loose to do things. So let me pop back in a couple of things here. Maybe I can regain a few of these windows I had open. Talking to US. There you go. That comes back real nicely. Let's see if it remembers where I was at on this. Sometimes you can just retype a little bit and it takes you back where you were at. There we go. So I'll have to go back to my bookmarks. Very good. Let's get this back in real quick. That's nice. Okay, good. So I'll open up another window here, guys. So Echo in the Forest, hello to you. 2 days always. I run around in shorts and t-shirts in 35 to 40 degrees now. Colder is better, but not for growing. Yeah, you get acclimated to it. Yeah, that's where I was in Alaska. Hey, in Alaska, you go outside in a t-shirt. You know, look here. Hey, I'm wearing just a thin little shirt here. It's called a river shirt. You go outside in Alaska, it'll be freezing, and you walk outside in this, you won't feel the cold because it's so, two things. One, you're acclimated, and two, the cold's so dry out there, you just don't feel it first. Now, the problem is you can get frostbite before you even realize you're cold. So you got to know what you're doing up there. Homestead, of course, thumbs up for you. Thank you. Thank you, Homestead. So we got 31 in the room and just 19 thumbs up. So the more thumbs up we get, really helps some algorithm. I can really use the assistance, guys. So help me out. I get a lot of people telling me that they're not seeing. I had a guy just say, hey, I hadn't seen any videos from you and any notifications of any videos you put out in months. And he's like, subscribe and bang the bell. It's like, really? I said, well, you got, he said, he thought I wouldn't do any videos. I said, well, yeah, I've done a lot. I've done over one a day the last month. That don't mean I won't be able to sustain it. I got some other things I got to do. It's hard to make videos. It takes a lot of time, believe it or not, especially when you got to go researching a bunch of topics. But, and I got to get back in my taxes. I got a lot of work doing that area. So I may have to slow them down a little bit, but it kind of hurts me when I do too, because really I'm using, what income I derive for this to try to get my farm set up. And for those of you that don't know, I got a huge goal eventually to build this habitat home that could really change the way we live in this world. So I've got a big goal, plus there's tribe networks. And I think I need volunteers to help us organize some of the tribe stuff, guys, especially making some of the phone calls I'm so hard pressed to find time to make. So I think that's going to get us back moving well in that area. So if of course, dang, Greg, I have the same shirt. Well, very good. Yeah, I love these river shirts. I got a bunch of them just like this one, same color. So a lot of times you see me, and I got pants, pair of pants I'm wearing. I got about 6 pair of pants just like it. So and I got several green shirts, and I got a blue one. I used to have several blue shirts. I don't have that anymore. So I guess I'm like Ernest P. Worrell. You wind up getting. You ever seen his wardrobe? So he's got a zillion pants and shirts, but they're all identical. You remember that from Ernest P. Worrell? You may remember him. Know what I mean, Vern? So you take a bath, it hot in the washing machine. That's me. Sometimes I talk about taking a spin dry cycle. All right, guys. So Mississippi notorious for hot. Yeah, it is. But so is Alabama. I'm in North Alabama, but it's it's not as hot as South Alabama. North Mississippi probably isn't as bad as South Mississippi either. But oh my gosh, you get down South Alabama, South Mississippi, toward the Gulf Coast, get down around Houston. That's oppressive to me. When I first go down there, it's like it takes me a day or two just to adjust. Of course, I got a daughter lives in Houston, so I would not want to go there from Alaska, living in Alaska or Maine, as old days, new ways. She lives up in Maine. If I was in Maine, I would have a hard time coming all the way down here in the summertime, especially. It would be tough. I'd probably have to come up a snowbird and fly north for the winter. To fly north for the summer. Yeah, maybe winter too. Smalley, do you think the evictions are fixing to take off? It looks like it. It does look like it. So there's going to be a lot of people in the world of hurt, guys. A lot of people are about to be in a world of hurt. Love the mesh in the shoulder areas. Oh, yeah. That's nice. It's vented. That's what's good about these shirts in the back. They're vented. Jason Neighbors, how you doing? It's bone chilling 81 degrees here at the moment. I got to put on a sweater. There you go, Jason. That's funny. Oh, I didn't put my phone up. I usually put this thing up so I won't hear it ringing. So, well, let me see. It says 81 on here, but I think that's from earlier today. There you go. See that, guys? Check it out, too, what it is here. To the current time weather. It's 75 here right now. Bone chilling, 75 degrees. Had a little rain, so there it is. It's 75. So New Days always says that is snowbird. Okay, snowbird. All right. I'll defer to your expertise in that area, given you live in Maine. You know what that's called better than me. Let me a couple cords around here. I'm gonna put this thing up where it don't ring on me. So I hate for my phone to be ringing when I'm doing a live show. I thought I had it put up earlier. So, by the way, we're going to share some weather and a few things here in a minute. Give me a second. Now, my chat room is lagging a little bit, so if you notice I'm kind of slow in responding to chat, it's because the chat room lags a little bit. The video lags. The video of YouTube is supposed to be 20 seconds behind, but I think this chat room is lagging like a minute or more than what I'm seeing in my video. So hang on, guys. I'm going to hit the share button. Hang on. I'm going to put this somewhere more interesting than my chat room for y'all. I'll hit the share button. We're going to do a little space weather and a few other things. So, yeah. Whoop. Here we go. I'm not careful. I end the video. I have sometimes when I've been trying to record a video, try to go to the share button or do something, just and change screens and just shut down the whole thing just when I'm recording the video. So really, And that's aggravating. And that'd be a video that I'm not doing live usually, but you know, it's like, you know, sometimes I'm just tired. So here is spaceweather.com. I take y'all here a lot. And this is the Terminator event. I did a whole video on this back a few months ago. This is this research team claiming that we may actually get a really active solar cycle 25. Everybody's expecting the next one to be, this solar cycle we're going into to be weaker. But they're claiming because the last one was so short, the way the fields cancel out, we may get a real bang. It might be bigger than these guys, which could be a problem, guys. If the sun just suddenly wakes up and gets hyperactive, we're in trouble, possibly because of our magnetic field on Earth is going down. Now, a lot of, oh, what happened here? I hit something. Hang on, guys. Let me get back to where I was at. Yeah, what's happened? Another thing that bugs me is, oh, I totally lost it. Where did that go? Let's go back. I don't have to type in space weather. Hang on. Let's open it in another window. What the heck? I'm having some issues with Google here tonight. Looks like just totally, but didn't even give me a back arrow to go back to it. That's weird. How did it do that? That was odd. I'm trying to share something to you, and I hit the wrong button and just wiped it out completely. Yeah, like I said, guys, it's Friday. I'm a little bit fried tonight, so I hope y'all bear with me a little bit, guys. Hang on here. So what they're looking at is the way the magnetic fields oppose each other in the sun, how they come together, and what we might glean out of that. So this team is projecting a hyperactive cycle in cycle 25. Well, most solar astronomers are saying it's going to be weaker. So we'll have to see. But if it is, see, most believe the solar cycle 25 will be weak. These guys are saying no. And that's what this is all about. There's a paper they did in December 2020, and when they put that paper out, I did a video on this, guys. This is just kind of a little reminder that there are those who are saying the sun's going to kick into high gear, and if it does, because our magnetic field is shrinking, we're far more susceptible to grid downs. So some of these you really need to prep, guys. I'm serious. You really need to be prepping. And even in a grand solar minimum, when the sunspots are really low, you can still get a big one. You can still get a keratin scale event. It don't mean you won't get one. It's just less likely, but they still happen. So some people say, well, you know, the reason our magnetic field is going down is because the solar cycle is going down. A lot of people couple those, but think about it. Our magnetic field strength has been declining ever since we've been measuring it, from like especially through the 1800s. Now that includes the Maunder minimum. It was stronger during the Maunder minimum than it is today. So this whole notion that they're coupled and no, that's not right. That is not correct, because the field strength has been going down steadily, and it's starting to go down a whole lot faster of late. So it's like it's been going down, now it's kind of tanking as the poles have started moving faster. So we got some stuff going on with Earth's magnetic field, Earth's magnetosphere, which means there's stuff going down inside the Earth below us. It's not because the sun is going to grand solar minimum or having less sunspots. Hey, we had a stronger magnetic field previously during the Maunder minimum, during the little ice age. So just bear that in mind. Those two are not coupled like a lot of people say. And I also did in a recent video explain that how and why you'll get a CMS, solar coronal mass ejection, affecting the night side of the planet away from the sun. Now, I've seen some big channels, so no, it'll just be on the day side of the planet. That is not correct. If that were true, you wouldn't be seeing aurora borealis. That's what happens. These charged particles go down the magnetic field lines of Earth's magnetosphere. The CMEs hit the Earth's magnetosphere. They collapse the whole thing. They spread over, and they go down the magnetic field lines. This is why you get auroras. And during the keratin event, there were auroras that were seen all the way down to Cuba, the Virgin Islands. People claim they could read a newspaper at night by the aurora, waking up pea miners in the middle of the night in Colorado, and they thought it was time to get up and start cooking breakfast, and then they realized, well, it's not a sunrise. So strange events, my friends, strange events. So just bear in mind there's a lot to keep track of. Let's see if things change in the asteroid weather projections. Nothing changed. We talked about this on Wednesday night, coming in at 6/10 of the distance between Earth and the Moon. So it's coming in less the distance to Earth and Moon. It's a 9 meter, going 8.7 kilometers per second. Well, we had one come in a little bit closer. Is it still on here? Did it take it off? No, this chart updates. There was one that came in at 0.4 that was a bigger asteroid. It was coming in faster. They've already taken it off the chart because that's been a few days too far in the past to keep on the chart here. But I mentioned that last Wednesday. I wouldn't be concerned with that. It's the closest approach on the, of anything that we got there right now that we've identified. It don't mean there's something we haven't found yet. As I always remind everybody, the reason the colors are so darker and usually distances are so close with these asteroids is these are usually new discoveries. And you can tell that by the year. See, they put the year in the first part of the name: 2021, 2021, 2021, 2021, 2021, 2021, 2021. Ah, now here's some discovered last year or two. But guys, that's just the way this chart works. It's why it always looks worse looking at the past or near future than looking way ahead. You see what I'm saying? How white it is down here. Don't mean that it's not something we have discovered that won't be coming back. But there's a lot more white to the bottom and a lot more pink to the top in these charts. That's just the way it is. I've explained that many times here. So solar flares, mid latitudes. Now this is high latitudes. Yeah, X class, they always show that very, very, very small. M class is very small. They always got it 1%. I don't care what. It's like that never changes. So what do you put this up for? I don't believe that's really a good measure. But it looks like we got a fair bit of chance of seeing some active geomagnetic storms, especially the higher altitudes, 20%. And guys, that's already reflected. We can see it right now. That's a pretty good aurora borealis up here. Pretty good one. So I don't know, Katie, can you see the aurora borealis over there in Maine? Is that this is right over this area, so it should be extending into the sky for hundreds of thousands of feet. So somebody from Maine ought to be able to look up and see that, I would think, if the sky's clear up there. I'll check back their notes here in a minute and see. But I'm going to read all the chat here in a second. So let's look over at USGS. Oh man, it didn't take me where I wanted to go. They just started quite loud. So West Texas has been pretty active lately. Pretty active, 2.8, 58 kilometers south of White City, New Mexico. We were seeing that. 7.1 kilometers. We were seeing a lot of them here just yesterday or the day before. I last did this. Of course, we got them up here in the vicinity of Yellowstone. Nothing unusual about that. 2.8 looks like. Let's see, what does it say here? We got a few scattered around Oklahoma. Back here, now we had one up here in the plate at the defake plate that's been subducted right on that corner. Now this one is on the San Andres, right on the San Andres here. Looks like 3.3. So yeah, it's kind of interesting, guys. We're seeing a few things. We can go down the charts here. But I guess, this just turned red, so that must have been a little recent. Okay. And I'll scroll around here. Of course, we're real active here in the Eastern Caribbean. We'll go around and see Alaska, Hawaii, Japan, nothing in Kamchatka Peninsula, Taiwan. Well, active in Taiwan, earthquakes. Papua New Guinea, over in Indonesia. That's a real kink in the plates right there. You expect it to be well active around Fiji, New Zealand. That's quite a kink right there. That puts a lot of pressure in the plate, the tectonic plates. Iran, Africa looks quiet. Europe looks quiet. All the way to the north. Okay, guys, that's kind of what we're looking at there. Windy patterns. So the temperatures are rather mild in most of the country. '59 in Seattle. 52 up here in New Brunswick. St. John's 52. So a new days always. I imagine you're about the same up here in Maine. See if I can scroll down. Some temperatures on Maine. So you're up in this area about 53 degrees. Okay. 53 degrees. We'll back out. Got a good storm out here. Northern Atlantic, at least some good strong circulation. I don't know if that's a storm, but you got some really good circulation there. Of course, everything down here around Antarctica is really active. This guy's wow. That's an active ocean down there, active sea. That's where if you sail through some of these straits, you get some really rough sailing coming through here, guys. Guess you all know that. The Northern Pacific is not too excited yet, but we're just starting to come into hurricane season, so things can change. All right, let me show everybody in the chat room. I've been going almost 30 minutes already. I'm probably not going to go much over another 30 minutes, so I'm going to stop the share. Hey, hello, how y'all doing? All right, I go to the chat room, see what everybody's chatting about here. I'm sure I've missed quite a bit. So I'll try to ignore the comments we're talking to each other. Exactly so. Bad humidity. Oh, match. We got the humidity up here these days always. Katie, it's rough up here. Down here. Humidity is something. So what else we got? Welcome Homestead. Rain said be right back. I'll read a few of these comments. So I had my feet in bowls of cold water this afternoon. It was hot. They cool off, Brandy. That's a good way to do it. Easy to choose what you wear. Okay, I get that. So let's see. Snowbird is my goal. Okay, Kate. It's good to know. Humidity at 94% makes 86 feel like 101. Yeah, it does. Yeah, humidity can be rough. Crunchy B1 biscuit. That's a crunchy biscuit with a 1 instead of an I. Houston in the summer feels like you're in Vietnam. Whoo, yeah, I've been in Houston in the summer. Man, that's rough. Every time my cat hears Greg, it gets in my face and purrs and won't let me type. It starts needing biscuits. Ah, that's nice. So see how I appeal to animals, guys? That's magical. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. So your cat loves me. That's awesome. So cats have good judgment. Night Owl says her grid got hit by cyber attacks in Puerto Rico. Hey, I don't know. Maybe it's always possible. Puerto Rico's just coming back, you know, from still recovering from the hurricane a couple of years ago there. Connie Lingus, how you doing, friend? All right, so Brandy, Smalley, Moon Sprouts. I love that name. Hey, y'all. So Teresa Gigo, if I got that right. Very cold in Melbourne today with floods in parts of Victoria. Wow, rough. Well, it was pretty darn stormy there in the Antarctic below you guys. So that's a lot of this getting up to Australia. Or earthquakes. Yeah, there's always some. Let's see. Hang on. Whoops. Hang on. My button moving the wrong way. And let's see. Planet X News just did a vid about the same thing a few minutes ago. Okay. So everybody else is saying. James Crouch says, howdy. Howdy to you. Sheena Keto's homestead. Definitely important time to prepare. Yeah, no kidding, guys. Really. If you're not preparing now, holy smoke. That's what a lot of my videos are about. I'm just really, you know, people think it's all about these guys or those guys. No, it's really about us. You, me, why we need to get ready. Things that we might could do to prevent some of these things from happening. I do try to go in that territory. Most of your other channels don't do that. Just, oh my gosh, the sky's falling, you know, Get your umbrellas, prepare. You know, well, I'll tell you things that may be coming at us. That's part of I feel like my mission here. But I also, when I can, I try to delve into areas that we can do something about it. And there are still some areas that we can do something about it. One of them, of course, is prayer. I do believe in the power of prayer. I've told y'all that. I believe in a greater creator. I've told y'all that many times. But this is not a religious channel. I'm not here to preach to you or to get you into any particular religion. That's not my objective. It's to unite us in prayer and activity, taking actions, real actions when we can also. Gorgeous Awesome. Hello, Swivelheads. Good to see you, Gorgeous Awesome. Good to see you. Good to see you. You can see I'm wearing your pennant here. The Miriam Laser one. This was produced by Gorgeous Awesome. They have got a great sale going on right now with their channel on Etsy. And for those who, most of you know Gorgeous Awesome, there's always a chance we got a new person in the room. So Gorgeous Awesome gave me this beautiful gift here. And this wand here is made of apple wood because I did a lot of videos about gardening, encouraged them to get in the garden. They said it's an apple for the teacher. But look at all the beautiful copper work. And this is a shungite crystal here, shungite. Beautiful, beautiful work. This is Woden's Wooden Wand of Wonders. Woden's Wooden Wand of Wonders. And it alliterates. See, I like to alliterate, you know. That's part of my poetic style. And it's an old German, Nordic poetic style, and I've got a lot of Nordic blood in me. So that's why I have a little fun on Wednesday nights, you know, with our Woden's Wondrous Wednesday. And I used to say woken, but that terminology got stolen by one side of the political spectrum, and that wasn't my intention with the use of those words. It's like, wake up, guys, the world's going nuts. You better get ready. That's what was meant by that. Gorgeous Awesome says, been crazy to watch. We're blessed and safe, though. Looks like they have made sure the town helper is safe. Well, that's good to know. So, Gorgeous, you were talking about having to move. Hope all is well with you. Maybe you need to email me something. Just tell me how y'all are doing. Crimson Star, hey, Greg, hope all is well. Yeah, pretty much so. I'm still shopping for a car and still gimping around a little bit on my crutch, but I'm getting better. You know, those that don't know, I did get rear-ended real bad and totaled my vehicle back on 19 April, so that's been about a month ago. Dish pan from the dollar store, $1, staying cool. Very good. Eagle Eyes, how you doing? Randy comes 79 degrees here and a dew point of 75. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, it's muggy out there, guys. It's muggy right now. Just growing worms all the time, says James Strader. Well, good to hear that. Good to hear that. Glad to see that. And Chinook, why must our reach exceed our grasp? Well, you know, Chinook, that's what gets us in trouble when we try to reach further than grasp. That always gets us in trouble. But we do dream. Sometimes, you know, that has to extend you a little bit. We have to be careful how we do it because it does. He answers it. So it says, because it doesn't, how can we get the correct metaphor? Okay. Yeah, all right. So there he is. How do we get the correct metaphor? It's got to do with dreaming. You know, having a dream. And a dream is something it's not reaching for the stars. How about that? Now, who can reach out and grab a star with their hand? But that means that you're reaching out to something greater beyond you. And so, hey, Grant, how you doing? Grant McIntosh is in the room. Guys, he's got a great outdoors channel. Check out Grant McIntosh. Jason Avers is in the house. He's got a good channel, tells you a lot of good stuff about gardening, very practical stuff about how to grow the amount of food that you actually need. And a lot of little neat things he does. So they both get good channels, guys. Check them out. Gorgeous Awesome. Hey, Gorgeous Awesome, feel free again to list your Etsy store if you like. And Drew Stead says, preach it, brother. All right. So let's see here. What else we got? Randy says, Greg, the frogs are making some racket tonight. I didn't hear one frog last night. Yeah, we've been getting some frogs out here, but they're usually, by the time I'm doing my video, they quieten down. They're quieting down a lot earlier now. It's not the peeper frogs, it's the bigger frogs singing out. They're just not singing as late as the peepers do. Fly on up the main, Greg. Put on your snowbird wings like the Trumpster swan you are. Yeah, I need to get a car and get a few things settled out here first. I'm still got to get this garden going and and do my taxes, and who knows, I might do that though. It's tempting. I might rather drive though. I don't know if I'm really into flying right now. Grant McIntosh says thank you. Well, you're welcome, Grant. You're welcome. And you still a lot of good live sessions, but he got swatted one night. Somebody was, hey, we got Leak Project. Rex Bear is in the house. How you doing, Rex? Let's see, gorgeous, awesome. How are you? Yeah. Rex is in the house. Hey, Rex, you know, I got these rabbits that their species is Rex. That's the kind of rabbit there. That's the breed. And so I named one of them Rex. I named one of them who was Black Bear. So I got a rabbit named Rex and a rabbit named Bear. I also got one named after David Devine. That's my big tall rabbit. And he's white, so his head's shiny. So having good fun with that. Now, every one of my rabbits is named after a YouTuber, by the way. The Rex himself. Yes, Rex Bear. Rex Bear is in the house, guys. We are honored. So, Rex, what's on your mind tonight? Rex, are you thinking about this disclosure or trying to trump out? I think I'm going to do a video on that. And I'm just trying to figure out if I want to do it exclusively on the Galactic Greg's channel or maybe do it as a joint video. But this whole business of the disclosure is interesting. Halo, says Rex. Yeah, hey, guys, you'll see a Halo rocket motor. I got it right here. This is the Hart Cat's Prize hybrid fuel grain for the Hart Cat's Prize rocket. This is our test motor that we fired just about a mile from here in the Grass airstrip. This motor has been fired, guys. Actually, I walked into an airport right after 9/11, walking and carrying it just like this, like I knew what I was doing. Just strode right in there. And you know what? Nobody bothered me. But that's, so who would think you'd do something like that? Oh, Thor's here. Where's Thor at? Got Odin here, right? Where's Thor? All right. My boy, Thor, where's he at? So let's see here. Treestead. Kind of scrolling back through, see what I missed in the comments here, because I'm sure I missed some. Chinook. For those that don't know, a Chinook is a wind. Alaska, Chinook is a warm breeze you get blown up over the Gulf of Alaska and going back up through the Alaska Range. That's a Chinook. So, Katie, a question for you, Greg. Living down south, have you ever attended a state fair where you engaged in pig calling? No. We used to have pigs. So, yeah, I've done my share of pig calling, but not in a state fair. Not in a state fair. All righty. So, what do you think about the disclosure, Rex? I'm kind of thinking they're not going to say much. Northeast Georgia mountains. Hey, that's a great place to be. You're up near the Georgia Guidestones there. Nano. All right, Rex, that's a good one. Nano. Rex, we need to do a show soon. We ought to do another show soon. So, we want to pick a good topic. So, anyway, everything's going crazy in the world. Like I said, space weather. There's Kerman Chronic says, what happens with the worms, Greg's? Oh, I still got worms. I just, what I missed. That says Greg's. I still got worms. I've just, it just didn't pan out for my re-release or return to market was premature. I just had some issues and hadn't got everything worked out. So it's going to probably this fall before I do it. And yeah, I had some of my worms kind of went nuts. What to disclose, says Jason. Rex says, yeah, please, let's do it. Well, it turns out that the Department of Defense is, they've got this disclosure report due, but they're kind of leaking it out that there's, what bugs me is they got an unclassified and a classified portion. We're supposed to roll it all out unclassified. So, that's a bit of a bugger right there. So what's classified? So it seems like they're going to say, well, you see these things flying in the sky. There's something up there. There's something real there. I mean, they're going to at least admit to that. But they're not going to say what that is. Well, it might be theirs or these guys or those guys. It might be Russian. It might be Chinese. Or we can't say it's not alien. But if their whole reference of all their data is just what they're seeing in the sky, and they're not connected to other phenomenology, they couldn't draw a conclusion connecting them. But, you know, when you think about what was that, the incident in Great Britain? That, you know, they saw the one in the Forest Service guys, how come that kind of stuff isn't, you know, where something's coming up from the ground. Some of the phenomenology that's been reported is interesting. There's stuff where it's been claimed that a lot of pilots have seen these things. So what are they? Who they belong to? That'll be something worthy of talking about. That could be a lot of fun. I think I'm gonna do a video on that here. Actually, I hoped it done this week, and I just didn't have time. I might do a video on that this week. Maybe Rex and I'll talk about that. Rex, you still with us? So that might be something worth talking about. True, instead, the Roo didn't kill them. The Roo? Rex, we have a plastic 2-scale Stonehenge here in the South. That's true. We do have a Stonehenge. Rex, you want to come see the Southern Stonehenge? Yeah, there you go, Rex. It's cool, Brandy. We sure do. Distractions from the gates of hell buying up all the farmland. Uh-oh. What's your channel, says Rex. You talking to Brandy? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where to do it on my Green Greg's channel or Galactic Greg's, but I'm thinking about doing a video. Maybe we should do one together. Brandy, is this one at Ingram? Yeah. No, the Roo didn't kill them. What is the Roo? Okay, I'm not following that. What's the Roo? Space midgets are hard to nail down, says Homestead. As long as you got to catch them. Eli says, I am game for a live on UAP. That'll be an interesting topic. You have to do that on Galactic Grades. I think you're right, New Days Always. So I'm not going to talk too much on it because I won't spoil it. So, well, I'll do it on Galactic Grades because I need more people watching over there. Anyway, Elbert, Alabama. There we go. Elbert, Alabama. So that's an interesting place. So it's got me thinking about something. Let me type in something. I'm going to look up something while we're at it. You know, she's talking about, so we got Stonehenge in Elbert, Alabama. Stonehenge. We got small scale Stonehenge, guys. But that's kind of funny, right? That's kind of funny. I want to show you something. I'm about to blow your mind on that, guys. I'm about to blow your mind on Alberta. Okay. I'm about to blow your mind. I'm going to do a share here, guys. I am going to do, just remember that Albert, Alberta. Think about this. I am about to blow your mind. Where's the share button now? Where'd it go? There it is. Hang on. This is going to get you. And where are the guidestones in Georgia, which is called the Georgia Stonehenge by some people? Where are the guidestones at? Elbert County, Georgia. Elbert County, Georgia, guys. I'm not kidding. I'm not making that up. Well, okay, my comment's not showing that here, but that's where it is. It's Elbert County, Georgia. Let me go back one. This is not Stonehenge, but some people call it the American Stonehenge. But it's Elberton. The town is Elbert County. See this? And the town is Elberton. Can you believe it? Yeah, the city of Elberton. Isn't that weird? Elberton, Elbert County. And then we got a Stonehenge in Alabama. And what's the name of the place again there, Brandy? So that isn't that funny? Alberta. It's by the marina. Okay. This Elbert thing. Why is all this Elbert coming up around Stonehenges and guidestones? What is this all about, guys? Isn't this weird? Think about it. Is this coincidental? Maybe it is, but it's just a little bit too much to be coincidental. Yeah, Brandy got me thinking about that. So it's just like, wow. You know, I actually shipped worms to Elberton, Georgia, a little over a year ago. And so I went and looked up the address, and the address was like, where it shipped, it was like a half mile from the guidestones. Now, there's always some escape artists and worms. So there's always a few of them escaping. So I'm sure As we speak, my worms are presently undermining the Georgia Guidestones. See, I told you I was a conspiracy practitioner, not a theorist, a practitioner. But isn't that funny? Yeah, it's highly interesting, the choice of names between the place in Alabama that's got the Stonehenge and the other Stonehenge, the Guidestones. What do you think, Brandon? Is that funny? What do you think about it? Stop the share here. Hey, hello. I'll go back to the chat room, reading the chat room. So what you guys will say, hey, Drops Family Gardens in the house. And Brandon says, let's do it, Greg. Okay, what are we doing? We're going to the, let's make Colorado Guidestones, says Rex. Yeah, there we go. Make our own Guidestones. Yeah, we can make a better set, I do believe, Rex. I think we really could. We should. That's an idea. That should be a project. Make our own Guidestones. I think you and I have actually talked about that, haven't we? We've actually talked about it. Few days always. We have Stephen King in Maine. Doesn't get much stranger than that. Okay. Stephen King. Jason says, Drew Stead. Ah, okay. All right. Drew says, time travel is so real. Back to the Future was a warning about 9/11 and Trump. Well, you know what? There is a lot of videos out about that very topic. And in fact, it's kind of some of the stuff I was talking to Rex about when we were walking through the Mount Hollywood Tunnel. All right, guys, Rex is in the channel. You brought that up. Strange coincidence again. Mount Hollywood Tunnel. I had invited Rex. Hey, I said, why don't we go there? When we had a lull in our filming we were doing out there, and we walked through the Mount Hollywood Tunnel. And we're talking about a lot of that stuff because that's where they filmed the tunnel scenes from Back to the Future. And guess what? When we got back, Rex had this very hat already in his van to give me, the Marty McFly hat, which is a version of the hat that Marty McFly wore in Back to the Future too. And we were sitting there talking about it, and it's just so weird. Now, on the difference is, of course, this has got the tinfoil cap stuff on, which you can get this tinfoilcap.co, and you can find these things on Rex's channel. Of course, it's got the Back to the Future thing up here too, or watch it, which is commemorative of that. So strange stuff. And Rex and I were out there to evaluate videos that were really weird, and we were trying to figure out what was going on them. So they had us reacting to all these videos. And we generated our own, which I think was far stranger than the ones we were evaluating. And that's when we're walking down a tunnel and Rex shot, which happens to be also 432 hertz, which is referred to as the God frequency. And then I belted out, halo, hang a rocket from a balloon, off we go. When I said, halo, real loud, his camera and my camera independently captured the light form going down that tunnel from my voice. You scatter him his channel, go to Galactic Greg's. I did a video showing from my camera, but I got the link to his video in that video. And it's be easy. You don't have to go back through some videos. You can probably find it easier on Galactic Greg's. Guys, it's weird. It's there, but you see it. Go tell us what that was. It wasn't a reflection off the wall because it was midair, because you got this curve, and it was, there's a curve and then the wall, and you can see it's the curve here is, this light is over the curve. It's not bending. It's not on the wall. It's hanging in the air. And you see the compression waves, which you're getting sound, and amplitude modulated for what I was saying. So weird. DNA resonates at 432. I don't know. Cool Garden, says Rex. Echo on the forest high. No, thank you. Let's see what else we got. Rex says, thank you for letting me know that. Talking to somebody, I guess I missed some conversation here. Ace Maduro says, you're a man of many hats, Greg. That's true. I got this one from Rex, though. It's one of my favorites. Don't look great in it? Hey, this is hey, guys, a hat like this, I'll tell you what, the ladies really notice you when you're wearing a hat like this. I guarantee you. What's that about flashing translucent orb that came down to me in the lot from in front of my house? Yeah, there you go, Brandy. Yeah, we've all had some interesting experiences. Yeah, Brandy showed me some video, guys. Yeah, that was some strange stuff, really. We all know you're Professor Emmett Brown. My son agrees. Well, we were talking about him quite a bit in that video. In fact, he was one of the main topics of the video. Sheena's Keto Homestead. Love your hat. See, I tell you, the people love the hat, and so do I. It's a wonderful hat. It's a great gift that Rex gave me, this hat. I really appreciate it. Another thing I got from Rex is this little pouch. Rex, you can get these from Rex. This pouch seals my phone. It won't ring in it. You can't be tracked when your phone's in here. And this is one of these hats, it's got the 5G liner that goes with it. But it is a tinfoil cap, guys. A real tinfoil cap, not a chintzy one. Really nice looking one. So it's a beautiful hat, and it's awesome. So Rex has got the stuff on his websites. So Rex says, let's do it. Let's see. Yeah, we got that, Rex. So, I just scrolled up. Let me scroll back down. Chinook says lots of anti-gravitational effects, but no cause. The cause of science fiction will be obvious. Guys, I did a video with Rex. I talked about some of that stuff, and I wrote it all, put it all on this little chart. Get my water in here. Back to the videos. I left it on here. You want a warp drive? That's more of a topic than last week. So, but I talked that on Rex's channel. Absolutely. So drops, Family Guard says modulates as in voltage, frequency. Yeah, you get modulate. Sound waves are compression waves in the air, and when sounds are louder, it's amplitude modulated. But you can see that in the video, guys. You can really see it. And Rex plays it like an X-ray view, negative. He plays it at 33%, 33.3% speed, I think. Hey, Judy, how you doing? I'm watching on TV. All right, that's cool. Yeah, so there's good. Yeah, good to see you here, Judy. So True Stead says Marty McFly is. Whoop, scrolled up and go back up. Where is it? I miss it. There it is. Marty McFly is the Frenchman that walked between the towers. Really? Ah, interesting. I might have seen that. One of those videos where it looks like they got a video where Emmett Brown is floating upside down. From his perspective, looking out the window, it looks like the towers are actually falling, and some people claim that's a prophecy of the towers falling. And of course, where they took off, where he took off in the movie and racing toward the theater. He left the 2 tire tracks in the first. I believe that was in the first movie. It might have been the second movie. There was a sign that had a 9 on the street sign, and there was 1-1 was the tire tracks. Looked really strange. I don't know, guys. A lot of strange video out there about that kind of stuff. But it's interesting too how he always would like disappear into a movie theater, a movie screen. In one case where they had a box that sold film or something. So it seemed that a lot of his stuff was connected to videos and films. And some people try to make the connection between the aspect ratio of the movie screens and the obelisk from the obelisk from 2001: A Space Odyssey, and the same aspect ratio. Is that weird? Carol Moorhead, fun hat. Yeah, it's a fun hat. I'm just talking about stuff that people are trying to connect now. Hey, if this is a LARP session or live action role play, we're just having fun. So don't get all bent out of shape and take it serious. We're just oddball things we're kicking around that people talk about. Hey, this is Friday, so I'm Friday this time, so I might bring up crazy LARP session topics. So let's see what else we got. Kevin Rankin. Hey, from Springville, Alabama. Well, good to see you. Good to see you. So that hat keeps you from tripping. Tripping out. It might do that. Sheena's Keto Homestead. Hello, Kevin. And, we got Moon Water Ranch in the house. Let's see. I like moon water. There is some water on the moon, turns out. So, and I'm going to drink me a little water to that note. The silver glass and the silver hat kind of matches, right? A farmer's almanac can make anyone seem a prophet. Everything is cyclic. People just don't study. That's true. That's true. A lot of wisdom there. A lot of wisdom. Drew said a capacitor is two plates holding a charge. That's true. The 10 powers were a supercapacitor. Well, the side was conductive, maybe. The film you are referencing is the film around the skin of the tower. Yeah, that's what held it all up, powered by salt water underneath. I don't know, but that's where all the strength was. It was through the skin actually, so they were metallic. So the two side by side, if one was negative to the other, you could have had a charge between them. Chuck says live action role play to appeal to our private experience in the free market of ideas. Yeah, sometimes that's what it takes. Leaper Brent, good evening, Greg. Good evening to you. More friends is still in the house. So we got a 74 in here. We started 55 minutes ago. I got to go out and secure my truck. I got to get the hay in a little bit, guys. Got a farmer's market. I got to get up early in the morning, take a shower, and do some things. Got a lot of stuff to do, guys, so I'm going to have to cut it short tonight. April Brent, good evening, Greg. Oh, yeah, I always said that. All right, so what we've done here, we kind of went through space weather. We've talked about the projections that this next solar cycle might actually be intense. And if it does, there's real risk from the solar coronal mass ejections because of magnetic field strength on Earth is dropping rapidly. That even if it don't get more active than normal, you can still get a rogue Kärkin scale event. So you're still, we're in a danger zone as long as Earth's magnetic field strength is dropping the way it is. So we've got to really be careful right now, guys. This is a time that we've got to watch out for. So all that said, Moonwater Ranch, how deep do the red wigglers go when food is deep? I don't advocate burying the food because buried food could go into heat. Plus, you don't know how fast they're eating it. It could spoil and go acidic. I advocate putting the food on top of the bed and maybe putting some paper or something over the bed so they won't have light disturbing them, so they can go up underneath the food and underneath the paper and eat it, and underneath the paper too. Typically, the red worms live in the top 6 inches of the soil or bed. It's not really soil. They need compost for a bed. They're not really soil worms. They're compost worms, by the way. So shouldn't use the word soil. Chuck says cosmic influx becoming more significant. Yeah, that's true. As the field strength drops. Randy Cummins talking about the Hutchinson effect. The problem with the Hutchinson effect is Hutchinson himself couldn't replicate it. I mean, it was shown that he was doing some stuff. And I actually had a video that was on my Galactic Graves channel where some of the scientists and engineers were thinking that he may have mentally affected that himself because he did some kind of, what was it? He had some procedure, did some test that I think affected the psychic of all these, and he couldn't replicate it after that. And that was kind of a weird conversation coming out of a bunch of scientists and engineers. But that was in a video, one of my first videos I posted on Galactic Graves channel, because I did a video about breakthrough technology. A lady trying to, she was setting up an institute to do breakthrough research, to sponsor it. And she was real happy at first because she was getting a lot of response from her video. A lot of people were contacting her, but it got to be so many people that she actually asked me to pull the videos down. And I kind of hated that because those are the best performing videos on Galactic Graves channel. Because we had a whole room full of scientists and engineers from the Marshall Space Flight Center, which is a very conservative NASA engineering rocket organization, talking about this breakthrough propulsion research that a lot of other people had done, including Ning Lee. Those of you that might not have known her, I knew Ning Lee. Whatever, I'm a biologist, I just dabble in physics, says Drew. Jason says, the cosmos is a busy place and tomorrow is not guaranteed. Sleep tight. Well, nothing's guaranteed. That's true. Don't ever lose an opportunity to tell the loved one you love them. You never know. Hey, guys like me driving down the road the 19th of April, everything was fine and dandy. And in 1 second, suddenly I'm being hit in the rear end by a truck and careening into a telephone pole. That could have been all she wrote, guys. I'm lucky to still be here. It all happened in a split second. I mean, everything's hunky-dory 1 second, and in a split second, your world can change. Just like that. Just like that. You don't know what life's going to bring at you. You know, most of life in the world is gradualism, you know, one grain of sand on top of another, on top of another, on top of another, and all at once, boom, everything blows up. Asteroid strike, big volcano, something happens, you know, in the real world, and it happens in our lives too, in a microcosm, and a much shorter time span. You need to head to Collinsville tomorrow for the trade day. Is Collinsville trade day on Saturday? You know, I hadn't been to Collinsville trade day, flea market, if you will, since I was a kid. Now, that's an old one. I used to go to Mountaintop. I used to sell at Mountaintop Flea Market, if you know where that is. But I, you know, mostly go, the closest one to me here is Dog Days, but I'm really not up to walking that much right now, guys. I still got my crutch back here. I'm not quite there yet, guys. I'm still limping around and use my crutch a lot. Not as bad as I was, but still there. So, Equina Forest, sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Yeah, I think it's a good time to break loose here because I really do need to go. We got 72 in the room. I appreciate that. 75 now. 71 thumbs up. If you're not giving me a thumbs up, please do so now. It helps the channel, helps our algorithms. If you're watching this later, please leave comments, whatever you think. You know, the whole purpose of this video is it's just a chance for us to be social with each other. It's a chance in a time when things are locked down, and even as the lockdowns go away, a lot of people are still feeling not up to socialize. I've got family members who just won't go around right now. They're too scared. So this is a chance for us to be a family and spend time with each other. And you always lift my spirits, guys. You always do. So you met me at a very weird time in my life, says Drew Steve. I met you at a weird time in life. Okay, Drew, talk to me. I met you. Where did I meet you? What was weird in your life? Okay, Drew, help me out here. Help me out here. I do know a couple of Drews, so I don't necessarily remember anybody named Drew Stead. I'm not sure. Of course, that may not be your name either. Add Genome, thumbs up, thank you. Water Ranch, thumbs up, thank you. All right, so now we're up to 78 thumbs up. Appreciate that. So, Drew, did we actually meet? And so, where did we meet at? What was the circumstance? If you don't mind. You said you met me at a very weird time in my life. Yeah, we go through weird times sometimes. Denver Pruitt says, "I'm glad you're okay. I love your videos." Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you know, I could have bit the dust if I had it. We wouldn't be here tonight. That's for sure. Who said, "My favorite quote from Fight Club." Oh, okay. Fight Club. I got you. There you go. Hey, like I said, it's Friday, okay, guys, so I'm not fastest in the night. Actually, I never watched the Fight Club, but somebody thought I was trying to play Fight Club one night. So it's hard to have a fixed point of view in a world where everything is happening simultaneously with an objective in a world that is changing faster than you can imagine an objective being fulfilled. Well, I do have some objectives, guys. I have 12 other names on Facebook, so it's true. That's cool. So one of my objectives is to get this dadgum habitat built, this home that you can live out of, make a living out of, grow your food out of, because I think it will change our world. And so that's one of my big objectives. So that's partly why I'm doing so many things right now. I'm really doing too many things for any one person. I still got to do my day job because I got bills to pay. And my bills just about eat up all my day job income. To run my farm, I really need some other assistance to get it jump started, and that's what I use Facebook for. But the farm, the different aspects of it, are building blocks. They're building blocks toward the kind of communities I want to develop in this habitat, which also can be a building block for these communities. So I think it's going to be very revolutionary, guys. Very revolutionary. So bear with me. I had a architect draw this home concept out for me beautifully. So I need to do a video specifically on that. Judy says, "I'm on my phone now, so chatting is an option." Hi, everyone. Okay. So she mosquitoes. So hi to Judy Dowell. So guys, we need to cut it now. It's 11:06. I got a run. We could do a quick prayer session as we got a lot of people that are in need of prayer. Judy just got out of the hospital and she's discovered her lungs are glassy. Granny Lana's in here. She just got out of the hospital, and she's got a granddaughter that's got some health issues, cancer. We've got Randy Bly from Blue Bottle Bunny Farm, who was only given 20%. I'm pretty sure that's just the opposite. I'm pretty confident he's going to beat it. But we need to pray for him. My brother Jimmy has been diagnosed with prostate cancer. There's just a lot of people to pray for. I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody here that's in our channel that I should be thinking of. So let's do a little quick prayer session for all these people. Let's see if anybody else is going to have anything come up here. Sheena's home said hi. You should do a video sitting on your desk for you to watch. Haha, stop and take a breather. Have a good life. I should do a video sitting on my desk for me to watch. Okay, Katie, I don't get it. I don't get what you're saying. Gee, I start chemo, BTK inhibitor. Oh my gosh. I definitely need some prayer for Judy there. Judy Mully and Dandelion Tea. There you go. Yeah, Mullen and Dandelion Tea. Hey, Dandelion Tea is really good. Mad Gino prayer. Okay, so let's get in some prayers here real quick. Let's just take a moment to say a prayer for everyone that needs it. This is not a religious channel, and I'm not trying to coerce anyone to any form of religion, but I do believe in the power of prayer. I believe in greater creator, and I believe he listens to all of us. If you don't believe in that, if you don't just take a moment of silence, so be it. So let's all do a quick little prayer here. All righty. Good, Jason. Right. The telenomic link. There you go. Thank you, Jason. All right, guys, that's the video we've been talking about, guys. And maybe I'll click on it and share it with you here real quick, part of it. Jason shared the light in the atomic. The X-ray shadow is interesting. That's very interesting. There's a video on your desk, LA story. Oh, that! Yeah, okay. I haven't had time to watch any video, but I got to do it. You keep bugging me to, so I'm going to have to watch it. All right, we'll do. All right, world peace and unconditional love for all. Sounds good. I'll tell you what, let me go up here. Click on that. Guys, we are going to, I'm going to go here and share this for a second. We're not going to play it. I'm just going to show y'all in a couple of little sections. This is the link Jason Avis just shared in the chat room. This is to the Elite Project video. Here's tinfoilcap.co, and I'm wearing a tinfoil cap. And I didn't have it on when I was going through the tunnel because Rex hadn't gave it to me, but he had it in his car. And this is the only hat he had in his car to give anyone. He was going to give this to me all along. Highly coincidental. The synchronicity in that is off the chart. So turn on some sound.
Hey everybody, Rex Fair Leaf Project. How the heck are you? Just got back from California. What an awesome journey I had out.
Let's see. Get those ads here. Back to it.
Some type of elemental, some energy force that it moved. Some type of thought form or light anomaly. It is not headlights from a car. There's no cars in the tunnel at this time. A car doesn't even go past for another like 8 to 10 seconds approximately. And you can see the way that it moves. It moves in fashion, very fluid. It's not like a typical reflection or a car light reflection. So what's up with this tunnel? This is very bizarre. I'm going to show you the footage in high definition, and I'm also going to slow it down. I'm going to give you regular version, 50% slowed down, and then slowed down all the way to 33%. Do you like that number? Oh, yeah. Okay. Now, I think that Greg could have released some type of elemental. Greg could have launched some type of elemental, some energy force that actually manifested when he projected it through that tunnel. And then I found out another really interesting thing. I was chanting Hue because Hue is a very powerful sound. Hue. It's something that's been used for thousands of years, possibly
432 megahertz, called the God frequency. But here's why it's significant.
Possibly longer. And Greg was trying to figure out why I was saying Hue. And he's like, yeah, why were you chanting Hue? Because he had never heard that before. And I said, well, it's kind of like going, It's a very powerful vibrational sound. And he said, oh, that's interesting because that's my middle name.
That's it.
Hello.
Hugh, that is my middle name.
A lot of matrix things here. Watch the video. Let me know what you think. What was this thing? Multi-dimensional elementals being released. Back to the Future style. I gave Greg one of the tinfoil McFly caps.
Well, these caps he's got behind him here. See all of them? Right there they are. Right up there.
He looks good in that thing.
What's that behind me? That's the LA watchtower right there at the airport. So you know I was in LA.
They also block 5G. That's what I'm talking about. Be the change you want to see. And let me know what you think of this. Wow. Blow your mind. Expand your mind. And this is the tunnel that in Back to the Future.
In Back to the Future, this tunnel at the far end is where they had the scene where Marty McFly was rescued by Doc Brown. And Doc Brown flew over to the DeLorean and lowered a rope.
Please turn on headlights. You.
I seen the light right there. See, there's the curve I was talking about. It goes over the curve. It's hanging in midair. It's going right about here.
Hello.
So let's get silly, kind of running out of the tunnel. Had a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm coming out of the tunnel here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Santa Claus is actually leaving the tunnel right now. We have Anunnaki officially coming out of the tunnel. A famous Anunnaki.
He was building me up so much, I had to take a little fun with it, putting little fingers behind my head. Now this is right next to the Griffith Observatory. That's where this tunnel leads to. It's Griffith Observatory. And that was also the scene of a lot of Christopher Lloyd things, including the cartoon character he made, which is also kind of a Masonic character. And I talked a lot about that with Rex, and he got some of that in the video, and some of it's in my video, and some of it's in neither video. But we both did videos on this thing. So check, Rex has got the best video on it. So look at Jason's link to it. Come here and check it out in its entirety. It was, we had a good time out there, and we did some other videos talking about the prospects of both Rex and I, the prospects of LA getting hit by a major catastrophe there. You got almost 22 million people involved in that valley. If a major earthquake or tsunami or something hit, how that would be a really rough place. So, and we talked about some people who were lights in the system there, like the DeVace family, and I also went out there and interviewed them when I was out there. Let me stop this share. So that's kind of some of the stuff that happened, some of the things we talked about, and we got back from that filming that day, and Rex, oh yeah, I got something to give you. I brought it here just to give to you, and it was in his van, and it was all he had to give to anybody, and it was this one, the Marty McFly hat. Now, what are the chances, guys? I mean, there was so much synchronicity in that, was off the charts. So let me see if I can get this thing back to our video. Excuse me, I am okay. Now we're back on our video. See what everybody's saying here. And we're about to go here in a minute. We've already said a little prayer session. I just want everybody to see that. Let's scroll back up to see what I missed in the discussions. All right, so there's the end of our prayer session. Let me scroll down. You have to make time. Got it. The hat, Greg, says Brandy. New day's always light. Energy can't be denied. Emmett Brown. Okay. Chinook, we need the engineer to replicate the experiment and let the scientists come to their own conclusions. Okay. Rex is now forced to watch his own video. I don't know if Rex is still with us here, but I'm sure he wouldn't mind it. He'd get a kick out of it. So press J to L to rewind. Okay. J to L. The first video I've seen, Green Greg's on. Okay. Been following ever since. Oh, that was the first one. Okay, Randy. Very good. I love that video. Greg says Judy. Joyce says Rex. Amanda B. Hey, Amanda, good to see you in the house here. Jace, there's a phenomenon seems to have some mass to it. Well, it's compression wave in the air is what sound is, and so it does have mass associated, being a compression of matter, but it had light. That's the weird thing. And Amanda, Greg, mate, hope you're well. Well, not well yet, but I'm on my way. Randy Vowels, Judy. Sex is too cool. All right, Judy. All right, so Cindy enjoyed the chat tonight. You know what, Greg's too sexy for his hats. Yeah, okay. Y'all funny. Y'all so funny. Sorry, Rex is so cool. That's what you meant to say. Okay, Judy. You got a little bit of a Freudian slip there, eh? Yeah, Rex is cool. No kidding. That's funny. Yeah, we got to watch what we're saying here, guys. This is a family channel, remember? Freudian slip. That's funny. 432 hertz, same as a cat's purr. Wow, really? Imagine all singing the. Hey, guys. Yeah, just well, I got a video of some space aliens. I'm gonna have to play them in Galactic Craze video. At the very end, I'm gonna show y'all a video of 2 space aliens I actually captured. Yeah, it's gonna blow your socks off. So, just for fun. This is a live action role play. Okay, guys. Eye opener, Greg. Yeah, well, hey, we've had some interesting time, guys. Get up in the mountains. That's what I need to do. I need to spend some time doing a walkabout, right? I need to do a walkabout real bad. Walkabout. That's an Australian thing, right, Amanda? Aboriginal. Chuck's Gun Club. Venice Beach is a homeless shelter. Really? Oh my gosh. I know. I've been going to some real nice restaurants there. Like a Tunisian restaurant where you eat with your fingers and had belly dancing in Venice Beach. Amanda B says, oh, they're on ley lines. Trace, that was creepy, says Tracy. Guys, you never know what you're going to see coming out of a wizard. True. I live in San Diego. There are 60 million people between Southern California and Baja. That's a lot of people right on the San Andreas. But that, Las Vegas, Los Angeles is in a bowl. It's just got all these mountains around it and the ocean on the other side. And you got almost 20 million people in there. And if you get a really massive earthquake, all those freeways are going to collapse. You won't be able to get in and out except by boat or plane. And, that would be very difficult. You won't be able to get enough stuff in and out to service the people there. So it would not be a good place to be. And if everybody were prepping there and doing like the DeVace family, they could get through it. But more people need to prep. That's the bottom line. More people need to grow their own food. I'm late. Where are you? Well, I'm in Alabama, but we're about to shut down here. So I got to get ready to go to the farmer's market. Jason, woohoo, it will be raining here soon. Thank goodness. It's getting a bit too hot today. I bet. Tree rosin is a great fire starter. There you go. Fat wood from trees. Guys, pine, the core of a pine tree has got a lot of fat wood in it. So that makes what we call ridge pine. That's what we refer to it here in the South. You must have some spicy breath, says Home City Chris. Talking the truth. All right. No Colorado River goes to the sea, all desert. Yeah, it's pretty sad. But hey, the Hoover Dam has not got any water behind it now. It's getting pretty peaked looking. It's the driest we've ever seen. So I hope there's some rain up there for my place in Arizona. At least there is a good aquifer. I've been talking to some guys this morning about a well. On your walkabout, remember, best thing for the soul to do not follow in the footsteps of the wise, seek what they saw. Good point. Good point. Kapal is valuable to hippies. What is Kapal? I don't know. Very well, you will be known as True. Let me pronounce that. So, Drew, you've been dubbed by Jason Avers. By the way, Jason is my fellow wizard, by the way. Check out Jason's channel, guys, especially when he got the worms from me. I got to get that on my, I got to find that video and put that on my Green Graves channel. Let's see, on my Green Graves website, greengraves.com. So it's, I used to go by Ursula or Dilla, Spanish for squirrel. Ursula or Dilla. Okay. All right, Brandon, good night, Greg. Get some sleep. Much love. Well, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I got to do that. I got to lock up my truck first, though. All right, guys. Had a good time. Appreciate everybody being here. Thank you, one and all. Thank you, mods. Thank you, all of you who watched. And I hope y'all didn't think it was too crazy here. We're just having some fun here tonight. It's Friday. We're kind of wide open for what we'll do here on Friday, right? Silver Eagle says, it's a great blessing to turn poo into gold. Hey, yeah, you can do that. With worms especially. Fishing in Baja is said to be lit. Fishing in Baja is said to be lit. Okay, I'm not sure what we're going there. A wizard is never late. I want to go to work. There you go. True. I love you guys. There we go. So all the sun. Have a great night, Greg and all. Carmine. How you doing, Carmine? All right, guys. Let me go back to my screen here and Zoom. Oh my gosh. So I'll go back to my Zoom screen here. And Guys, again, thank you, everyone. Thank you all for watching. And with all that, I'm going to, oh yeah, watch out. I'm going to put an interesting video on galactic rays soon. Keep an eye out for that. And I'm going to talk about this UAP phenomenology a little bit. So we'll just have to see where it goes. And oh yeah, I do have a video of those two space aliens. It's going to blow your socks off. Thank y'all for watching. Good night.